Hi, everybody. We're the Knitting Posse. We are coming at you today on Monday, August 23rd. And I'm Kate.
I'm Lorian.
Laura.
I'm Kim.
So welcome to our subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, please click the box below. We'd love to have you be notified when we post our videos. We usually get on about once a month and do our podcast. Today, we're going to talk at the beginning just a little bit about our knit along. So if you haven't heard about it, it's going to start. The cast on date will be September 1st. But whips are welcome. So if you've already cast on, yay for you. It will run through October 31st. And I know we've mentioned before that we're going to do a Zoom, and we will do that on September 1st for the cast on at 5 p.m. And we will put notification in both Ravelry and on our Instagram page with the meeting and the passcode, with the meeting number and the passcode. So look for those on September 1st. It's for any Beth Macdonald stone pattern. You can choose any of her many beautiful patterns. The hashtag for Instagram, and I should have written this out, but it will be below, is hashtag KP for Knitting Posse, BMS for Beth Macdonald Stone on Instagram. So if you post there, you will be eligible to win one of the many fabulous prizes we have at the end. Dinah from the Knitting Place has generously kitted up some beautiful kits for many of the different patterns that Beth has. I believe she's in tomorrow, but I think she's out the rest of this week because I think she's dropping her daughter off at college. So give her a call tomorrow. Otherwise, give her a call next week and you can order the yarn. Her shipping is so quick. It's great.
You can still place an online order too, probably.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And if you don't see a kit that you like, you can definitely call and she can make up whatever you want. Let's see. I put a chat thread up on Ravelry for the knit along. So that is posted already. And we will put the FO thread on Ravelry closer to September 1st. And as I said, we will choose prizes from the FO thread on Ravelry, as well as from the hashtag KPBMS on Instagram. So I just wanted to quickly show you a couple of the prizes have started coming in. Jody, our friend from Flower Hill Fleeces, has sent some wonderful prizes. First up, we have 2 sock sets. They're tubes. This is a 60-inch and this is a 64-inch, and you have the little minis here to cut in your heels, toes, and cuffs. So those are beautiful. Thank you, Jody. She also sent us some beautiful farmy, it's Shetland alpaca. They're worsted weight. One is like a brown and one is a gray. They are so soft and squishy. They would make beautiful hats. And we haven't decided how we're going to divide all this up, but then she also sent 2 skeins of fingering weight. This is a merino zebra fingering, and this is a merino nylon, pink camo and peppermint. And those are just beautiful. Lorian, these look like your colors. So, oh, and then one more thing she sent is, this will probably be a prize for someone, 4 dryer balls. If you don't use dryer balls, they really do make a difference in your drying time. Jody actually sent me a couple with my order when I ordered the yarn for my Trunk Island tank, and I had some in there, but they were older ones, and you don't realize, like, once they get too old, they're not as compact and hard. I put the new ones in and my drying time has been cut like 20 minutes a load. It's crazy. So anyway, anybody else have anything to add? Did I miss anything?
We were going to show one more prize, right?
Oh, yes, Lorian.
Okay. So we have a new to us, a bag maker. Her name is Joan, and Joan Fitzhugh, and Here's her
upside down.
And her company is called Fitzhugh Perfectly. And hold on one sec.
It's such a great name. I love it.
Yeah, isn't it great?
It is. It's adorable. And so I just wanted to read because Joan reached out to us. She's been a viewer and a member of the Posse since we started. And she said, here, I'm just going to read a quick note from her. I grew up in Connecticut outside of Hartford, lived in Guilford for 24 years until moving to Vermont. I was about 10 when I took my first sewing lessons. Needless to say, I've been sewing for a long time. I was a seamstress and also a garment maker for a couple of designers while living in Guilford. I transitioned to making bags after moving to Vermont. I like to use 100% cotton or natural fabrics as much as possible. I pre-wash for shrinkage before I cut and sew. I use YKK zippers. The bags are machine washable. The Catherine bags, what are the Catherine bags? I don't know, maybe we have Catherine bags to show.
That's probably the big one.
The big one. The one I have is a Priscilla bag.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Catherine bags. Okay, these must be for sale on her website. Don't have interior pockets, but most of the Priscilla, Melissa, and tote bags have an interior pocket. I usually use the Kona cotton by Robert Kaufman for the solid color linings. They are made in a smoke-free, pet-free home and studio. The Melissa Prize bag has an interior pocket, a YKK zipper. It is lined with Kona cotton and has a hanging tag loop. Here we go. For the doorknob, peg, or your wrist. It is machine washable, and the top of the bag can be folded down if you need, but she works from her bags directly without folding. It is 14.5 inches wide, 11 inches tall, and 5 inches deep. It has a nice flat bottom, and Joan has free shipping for the months of September and October. You don't need a code, but unfortunately she doesn't ship internationally at this time. So we will link to her website, which is fitzhughperfectly.square.site in our show notes now, but we are absolutely delighted to be able to add this to our prize offering and to talk a bit about Joan's bags. And Joan was incredibly generous. And because she got to know each of us so well, she really handpicked very thoughtfully. She curated a bag for each of us. And we each got each of us have a tag on our bag that really said why she chose the bag for each of us that she chose. Mine obviously says she thought I might like something bright and cheery, bright, pretty colors. So, and I know she wrote some
You got my number, charcoal and dark.
Yeah. She said blue and green seem to be the colors that you like. Yeah.
Navy and white, which you'll see a lot of today. My colors.
She nailed it.
She did.
So sweet.
Feel free to check out her site. It was a very generous gift, and we're delighted to have, like I said, her offer, her bag in our prize collection. All of these prizes we're showing, and we have quite a few of them. We are going to have pattern prizes from Beth, and we may be getting a few other cow prizes.
We're getting some from Dinah at the knitting place. She just hasn't hadn't gotten them together yet.
Not a problem. So, so there will be quite a few prizes, which you know I love. I love prizes.
Well, when you're as lucky as Lorian, you are winning the prizes. So.
You gotta play to win.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, thank you, Joan. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Dinah. Thank you, Beth. We're really excited, and it's coming up soon. So get your yarn, get your patterns, and get ready. All right, let's go right into what we're wearing. Lorian, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing two finished objects for you today. The first of which is my bucket hat. This is a pattern by Pam Sapienza, who's Pam Sap on Instagram. She is Dinah's sidekick from the knitting place, and she designed, and I learned to crochet more or less as I produced this, her pattern for a summer bucket hat. I used one of the yarns that they recommend, which is by Tacky Yarns, called Skinny Jeans, and two different colors. And I had a lot of fun doing it, and I learned because I really only knew very, very basic crochet. I also didn't I didn't think it was coming out to gauge. And so I bought a new crochet hook. And Prym actually makes crochet hooks, and they sell them in our big box Michael's store.
Oh.
So I wanted to show that because I love the feel of it. So I bought 2 of them because I was sort of playing with gauge as I did that. The other finished object, or what I'm wearing, is another finished object. Oh, this is my outline tee. How's that?
It's
by
good.
Jessie May. I made the body a full size, full length. And I knit it in this yarn by Destination Yarns. It's her postcard base, which is fingering weight 75-25. The colorway is called Shot Girl Summer. Jessie May writes a beautiful pattern. You cannot go wrong with her pattern. And I'm very happy with it.
It came out great.
Thank
The
you.
fit is really nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Okay, Laura.
I'm not wearing anything. It's too hot. It's been raining for 2 days. It is so muggy and gross, even in the air conditioning. But I will show you what I would have worn in my FO segment.
You don't have your AC down low enough.
You're right. It's set at 75.
Oh my God. That's
75. She's a heat
Wow.
wave over there.
yeah. All right, Kim.
Ta-da!
I know. I'm afraid to even say this. It's the Camilla. Nope, it's not. It's the Esther.
Nope, that's the
by
yarn.
Camilla Vad. And I wrote in my Instagram that it's my favorite sweater. And one of the followers were like, "You say that in every sweater." I'm like, I know, but this is my favorite sweater. It fits great. And
It's perfect.
Awesome.
It's so soft. Oh my gosh, I wish you could feel it. I love knitting color work. It's fun to do. It just cruises by, and who doesn't love a short sleeve shirt,
Yeah.
sweater? That always helps. I used actually Camilla Fiber Company, which is different than Camilla Vad, for the 3 of the colors, and 2 are Julia Slen. And I picked those up at
Pick up every stitch.
Up every stitch. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I will use this yarn again for sure. And I kind of think I want to re-knit the Soldatna, make it longer so I actually wear it, because it was very similar. It was fun, a fun knit like that. So people, put this one on your list.
It's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. And you cruised through that.
You did.
I know. I think under a month for sure. Well, like I said, it helps with no sleeves, and the yarn was so yummy that it just felt good holding it.
So what's your AC set at to wear wool?
Yeah, 64.
Seriously?
No, it's in the 60s, but probably 69, 70. But I like frost on my windows.
Me too. Me too. I also am not wearing any of my knits. I was going to wear one of them, but I'll show you why when we talk about the FOs, why I did not put it on. So Lorian, FOs.
Okay.
Lorian has been prolific. People, go get yourselves a drink.
All sweaters, and they're not certainly not sweaters.
No.
So,
you've done a lot.
So I do have a few things, but I'll try to go quickly.
You're good.
So I have another holiday stocking because my goal is to finish my
I like
stockings.
that one.
I like the red one.
December. Thank you. This one is in a different base. Ooh, there we
There
go. It's a loops and threads base. It is a much lighter, and so my stocking came out smaller. Then I use the same gauge needle, but it's a lighter yarn. So that is done. That's the Magnolia stocking by White Oak Knits.
Is that
I'm
sorry, is that a bulky weight or extra bulky?
I was trying to go fast, and now you're going to ask questions and slow me down. But that's
I'm
good.
curious.
Yes, it's a 5, a bulky. This one
Okay.
is a bulky. Oh gosh, yeah.
You're good.
I'm going to throw this in here just because they're all sitting together. And at some point, I plan to make 2 more in these 2 colors, because so these are acquisitions. They're woolies. This is what it was originally designed in, and what I knit the cream color one in. And when I get through these 2, any of the scraps from the ones I've made will go into a final stocking, and that will be it for holiday decor. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I knit a pair of socks. Why I'm knitting socks, I just can't stop buying sock yarn. But
Ooh,
I knit
cute.
these socks. They are, the colorway is called Military Family. And I did the striping. So it's blue, a blue and a white and red multi. They're in speckled yarn. I actually started another with what was left over. These are a share a pair by, yep, Mandi's, can you see that? Not really. Mandi's Makings. I have talked about her yarns before. Our friend Carla ordered this yarn and she shared the pair with me. What can I say? Military Family is a very special yarn colorway for the dyer herself. She's in a military family. And so I just really wanted to do it justice. What did I do? I actually did toe up, which I don't, oh no, I did cuff down 64 on a 1, which is not my usual recipe. So these are a little looser for me. Heel flap and gusset. I did a rounded toe because I had 64 stitches and I needed to close that up faster than I would if I were doing 48 stitches. Is that right? Yeah, 48 is my usual. Anyway, I really, really love these. And like I said, I'm using the leftovers. Hopefully they'll work into a pair of shorties. I'm not doing that striping. That was a lot of work. I had 2 at a time going. I had 4 balls going. I'm not doing that again. But I'm very pleased to have done it.
They're pretty.
Thank you. Oh, this is done. So this is my
So good.
Yeah,
blanket.
I like
This
that.
is my northeasterly blanket. I don't know if you'll be able to see it all.
Yep.
There we go. I started this months ago and then I put it aside knowing I was going to be taking a car ride. My family did a road trip, summer vacation. We drove from Connecticut to South Carolina and I knit through half of this and I felt like it would be a really good project for the car, which it was, but it basically 30 hours of driving. It was pretty much 30 hours of knitting on this plus knitting on vacation on that. So I had quite a lot of work still left. I don't know if it's an adult blanket, a baby blanket. I have no recipient. I don't know if I'll use it. The white is Cloudborn, Merino, what is it? Merino Superwash Sock Twist. That's the white color. And I'm happy with it. I love it more even than I blocked it, once I blocked it. The white was really bright. And I will say some of the colors, the bright colors are by Sweet Nesting. I really wanted to finish this because I'm getting Celeste's Advent and I didn't want to have more without having used what I already had, which was just minis that I'd bought. It's a great pattern and it's by Shenanigans and great for scraps, great for minis, great for solids. You could really use any weight yarn. I used fingering, held double and a size 5 needle. You knit each strip. The jelly roll blanket, I believe, is very similar in construction, and you don't even have to deal with making whatever those chevrons are. You can just, and in hindsight, like I feel like I should have made chevrons going in opposite directions, but whatever. Okay. I think this is last finished object. Yep. Is this, which I just have to weave in the ends and I'm not going to block it. I'm going to let the recipient before the recipient decide what to do. This is a baby. It's called a pinwheel baby romper. It's really not coming out so well here, but it's not like I could try it on and show it to you.
I dare you.
There's like a whole like butt crack. There's no butt crack there. But maybe that's the back. I don't know. Well, the back has some give for the diaper. It has like short rows.
So cute.
It is so adorable. This is a pattern by Einar Berkham by Ava, who designed this for Pearl Soho. That's the bottom. It's in a cotton. I think I made the 12 to 18 month size. The yarn I used is Patons Grace. Yeah, that's it.
It is.
Patons Grace, which is a very budget friendly yarn. I found it at Michael's. This is the snow colorway. This is, I mean, the baby's just gorgeous.
The baby is beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. And I made this because our friend Patty is going to have a grand godchild, I guess. I don't know how that really works, but her goddaughter is having a baby, and it's a girl, first girl. And
Congratulations, Patty.
yeah, and Pat was having problems, like shoulder problems or neck problems, and she couldn't knit. And I was worried she wouldn't be able to finish something to be able to give to Jen when the baby came. And the baby may come early. The baby's due in September, but maybe is trying to come early.
Uh-oh.
So I felt really upset. And so I was a great excuse to knit this adorable, adorable project. I don't love knitting with cotton. It hurts my hands. But similarly, another friend who is Sassy Karen, 63.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about Sassy Karen.
And Karen and I talked, and Karen recently had a medical procedure. I don't think it's hurt her ability to knit. So surprise Karen, because Karen's going to be a grandmother. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous green, which I think they call ginger, but it's really not. Yep, they call it ginger. I'm going to knit another one for your grandbaby as well.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
So I'm sort of mixing in some acquisitions because they just fit. But that's everything finished.
You've been busy.
It's not sitting on a blocking wire. I almost wore something else, but I might change it. So that's it.
Great. Laura, FOs.
It's kind of embarrassing to go after Lori and one FO. I have to say, this has not been a huge summer of knitting for me, but it is my Ship Shape sweater. It's by Heidi Kermeyer. It is, I knit it in Barocco. Sorry, somebody kindly corrected me on our YouTube channel. Barocco Remix Light, and it's a navy and white. It's, surprise, surprise. And it started with these, you do these little triangular pieces and then pick up, and I love really the cool construction. This yarn is like such a fabulous, not on a really hot, humid day, but on a normal day, it's really soft and light, and I really like this piece. I love this yarn, and it's so inexpensive, so it's like a win-win.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's my only FO.
Good. Kim.
Slack that I am.
No,
it's a good one to have.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I have
cooling down a little.
This was my big FO, but then I have to do a couple palette cleansers in between. And for me, a palette cleanser is a hat. I had the kit for, and let me find it. Blue Sky Fibers. That was it. It was a kit, and it gave you two balls of yarn, and you could do the reverse of each. It's called the Hillside Hat by Michael Vladman. It's such a cute little hat. It's
really cute.
Yeah, and super soft. So that's going in the hat stash. Might be a gift, might be for me.
You could enter those in the Needles at the Ready knit along for the boys.
Let's hear it for the boys.
Here for the boys. Yeah,
right there. Yeah. And they have a lot of prizes.
Oh, okay. Kevin and Marie, watch out.
Thank Kim.
Exactly. I also knit some. I've been knitting some dishcloths. I had stayed at a friend's house up the Cape and wanted to leave her a little something, just a little something. And I used the French striped dishcloth and Megan Delorme. And I used, speaking of cotton, Lorianne, this was Rowan hand knit cotton. Your worries are over about touching cotton because this was, I hate cotton too. It gives me the heebie-jeebies on my hand. But
is it 100% cotton?
Don't ask me such things like
Sorry,
that.
That's what gets me. 100%.
It feels like it. It's covered with a sticker, so I will get back to you on that. Oh, wait a second. Here's another one. 100% cotton.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really felt good in my hands and fun to knit. And I'm not going to block it because there's a washcloth, and then I'll sew in the ends. I'm going to steal Kate's little gift trick and then buy her some nice soaps. And these match her kitchen up in the Cape. So
nice.
Yeah. I forgot how
That's such a lovely house gift.
Yeah, my grandmother used to come over and give me dishcloths, but when I didn't even know what knitting was, pretty much, but they were acrylic and they never picked up any water. Like
spread it around,
and she just, whatever was cheap is what she bought. And she was like, so I have all these acrylic washcloths that do nothing.
Aww.
So it is not Bounty, the quicker picker upper. These will be.
Yeah.
So
you use that. So you can't, you don't really use them then, right?
These?
No, the ones your grandma made.
Oh, no, but I keep them because they,
No, but why don't you stitch them together into like a blanket or something?
Because I probably tried to wash the bathroom with it.
Maybe not a blanket you would use.
Exactly.
Maybe for the dog, for Remy.
There you go.
There you go.
Remy can play with it. So it was the thought that counts, though. And she was so excited to get me these dishcloths. But anyway, this cotton, though, put it on your list. Again, it's the Rowan hand knit. Cotton.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. A really nice yarn. So that's 5 items.
Wow.
6, including the sweater.
Exactly. So I was killing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first FO wasn't even a whip last time, so there's that. This was an acquisition last time, the Flower Hill Fleeces, Egyptian fingering in the maple syrup colorway. It's baby alpaca, silk, and linen. And I knit Beth Macdonald Stone's Trunk Island tank with it. So this is what I was going to wear today, but I wanted to show you something. So I had a really bad problem with it curling on the edges. It's still curling a little bit, but I mean, it was like 2 inches of curl on the bottom because it's just stockinette on the bottom. So we had seen on Instagram, on Bloom Handmade Studios, Carolyn Bloom had posted a little video on her Instagram about the dreaded stockinette stitch roll. And she had done a little thing in her newsletter about stitching up and down in the purl bumps to help with the roll. So I did it, and it improved it greatly. I still think I need to block it. I haven't blocked it yet, but I wore it the other night, so I didn't want to block it. So it still curls a little bit on the edge, but I think if I block it, maybe that would take care of the last little bit of the curl. But I love it. The yarn is beautiful.
Laura's saying blocking wires.
Biting her tongue.
Right.
I know. So I might do the blocking wire.
It will help. It will help.
So
I'll come and do it for you.
Oh, all right. You all heard that. Everyone heard that.
I'm happy to. It's so easy and it helps so much.
Yeah. But I love it. I wore it to dinner the other night, and it was cool. It was comfy. It fits really well. And I love the color. And it's really soft. It's really soft.
That's
so
awesome.
That is FO number 1.
And that's held double, right? Maybe you said
yes, I use the Egyptian fingering held double, and it's the same yarn that Lorian used for hers as well. So that's FO number 1. Okay, this is my big FO. I don't know if y'all remember what I was making with the Maya.
Yeah, I forgot.
The baby lace in black. So it was a daytime knit. I held this yarn double, and I made the Raglan by Isabel Kramer. This, you're probably going to see me in it every podcast once it gets cold out. It's so yummy.
Oh, good view.
So is that good?
Perfect.
No,
Yeah.
bring it closer.
So the bottom, well, actually, I can't even say it's the bottom. It's a lace part and then like a stockinette part. The sleeves are just solid stockinette. You can wear it this way, or you can turn it around and wear it with the lace on the top that way. So I took a few pictures. They didn't come out great, so I need to take some pictures of it because it's really hard to show. But it is so soft. It is so gorgeous. It fits really well. I love, love, love it.
It's stunning.
It is.
I would like you to make me one, please.
Me too.
I didn't mind making it. Like, it was a fun knit.
That's why I'll come with some stocking wires in your Trunk Island tank if you knit me one of those.
Oh, pretty well.
Laura.
Yeah.
That's a really good deal, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, great deal. Yeah. So those are my two FOs. And I have one almost FO, but I'll include it with the whips. So Lorian, whips.
Okay. Well, this is a whip and it's blocking, so I'm not going to show the actual item, but I knit the Sienna tank. I knit it during our storm yesterday.
Is there a snowstorm?
Did you almost say snow day?
I almost did, yes.
Rain day.
And that is here we go. It's by Courtney Little. I bought some yarn, so this is an acquisition because I haven't showed this on our podcast, and my background's super dark right now. It's been very moody. This is a yarn called by Hawari Bazaar. Can you see that?
Yep.
Great. And her name is Corinne. She's out of Dearborn, Michigan. This is in the Serena base. This was her Sailor Moon July Club color, and I got it in her Serena, which is 75-25. It is, I'm going to show it next time because then it'll be off the blocking. But it's a really interesting construction. It crisscrosses in the back and you knit the whole thing. You almost knit it like over itself. So you need, if you think about your really long circular needles, this is not a really long wire, but you actually knit like beyond, it's not in the round, you knit it back and forth, but you knit onto long circulars so that you can over knit like a full circumference. You're knitting like 120 degrees circle, more or less, or no, an 80, 180 is more than 180. Let's leave it at that. Geometry was not my thing. I think Core does absolutely beautiful for a hand-dyed indie dyer pastels. You can't tell because this is blowing out like crazy. I also started one of my sweaters for our knit along.
Yeah.
I'm knitting the hanging leaves and I'm knitting the creeping fig, and I've swatched for my creeping fig. So I'm excited to talk about that in acquisitions, but I started, when you can see something.
Yes. There it is.
Yep, there.
Yep.
So this is the hanging leaves, probably almost halfway through the chart, which is a lace top pattern. And everything I need is on, I'm planning to knit right now. I'm totally into knitting like sweaters and heavier sweaters again. Everything I need is on a 7 needle. It's crazy, right? How that happens. The yarn is, I've showed this when I acquired it. It's Farmer's Daughter's Fibers, Pishkun DK, which is 100% Montana and Wyoming Rambouillet. This is the color Sinopa. So, you know, I love that picture of Beth wearing it, but it's a longer, right?
Because you're not doing a cardigan, right? You're just doing a.
No, I'm not doing a cardigan.
Yeah, so more like this.
Yep. So I started that. I showed you my socks. I still have my sea glass tee, but I don't want to show it because it's a long-term project. I joined Dinah and Pam on one of their lives because they also have sea glass tees going. And I just said, you know what, my goal is to finish that by the end of this calendar year. It's a very, very slow moving sweater because you have to change colors, two colors every round.
Yeah.
So I still want to have it. It's still fun to knit, but I need to cruise, and that's not a cruising project. Let me just take a quick peek, but I think that's everything to talk about for whips.
Good. Laura, whips.
So I also needed a palette cleanser. I had been, I think I knit like 3 summer sweaters in a row. So I had a kit that I got from the knitting place from Dinah that I'd ordered. I can't remember. It feels like a long time ago. And it's a linen stitch scarf. And it's just so easy and fun. And I loved the 3 colors. It's something you can do. It's Koigu, Premium Merino, 3 skeins. And it's something that you can do like really crazy fun colors. But when I saw this combination, this is actually a beautiful dark navy. I know it looks black there. This has some black in it. As soon as I saw this color combination, I was like, that would be perfect for one of my boys for a gift. It's just really fun. I'm using, because I already had it, the linen stitch pattern, which you don't need much of a pattern, is from Church Mouse, and they have it self-fringing. So you start and stop every row with a length of yarn and cut it, and then start the next one and then knot them together. And it's really hard to see, but it's really pretty.
Is that the pattern you're using, or you're just doing it?
Pardon? What?
Is that the pattern?
Yeah, it's a linen stitch with 3 different colors. So you get this, yeah, that's the right side of it. So it's really pretty in person. It's hard to show, but it was exactly the palette cleanser that I needed. It's just nice and easy. So
I've knit that, the linen stitch scarf. It is a good.
Yeah. It's just easy. And I want to be careful not to put it down, because I want to finish it. And
Yeah.
because I'm dying to cast on, like I'm dying for it to cool down, because I have so many sweaters, like wool sweaters that I want to make.
Yeah.
And I just can't face it right now in all this heat and humidity. I know I could turn down my AC, but.
I think I
Come
did
on
a
over.
linen stitch scarf from Pearl Soho. I think that's the one I used.
Yeah, I mean, linen stitches, it's literally a 2-stitch repeat. It's not anything, but this is the lengthwise, it's 450 stitches a row. So you're knitting half of them. But to
it takes a while to do linen stitch.
Well, because it's almost the same as rib, because you're always moving the yarn back and forth, because you're either slipping in front or slipping in back.
Right,
so it takes a while. So I felt like it took a long time for that to even sort of look substantial.
Yeah,
I think it's supposed to be 5 inches. I might do it. I might just go until I'm out of yarn. But I love the color palette.
It's great.
It's beautiful, and I would wear it too. I'm not saying, but I also think that one of my kids would probably love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I have acquisitions later.
Okay, Kim.
I started my knit along sweater as well. And I started with the Creeping Fig boxy pullover. It was time to start. I bought Hudson and West Forge, and surprise, the black Raven. Somebody's like, "What? Why did you do black?" And she's like, "But she knits sweaters. She loves to use color." I'm like, "I want to wear it. I know for sure I'm going to wear this black sweater." I'm pretty far along.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I already.
You might finish that before the actual count starts.
Well, Lorian said if I did, I had to start another one.
Yes.
So, I'm knitting the size 2, and I have not tried it on, but I can tell already that it looks fine. I did do a gauge swatch, and
did you?
I think I did.
Yeah, you're holding it in your hand.
It was about this big.
It was totally. See this collar?
Yeah.
But it's a fun knit so far. I love the little side lace pattern she's got instead of the raglan.
Let me see. Can you hold it up again?
Can you see it well there?
Yeah.
And this yarn is really nice. It's similar to Nightshades, a little softer than Nightshades. My only thing I've got to say about this yarn was it's not really consistent. It is with this one piece I've shown you, but there's been some, blown out sections and some thinner ones. I'm thinking once I block that, that'll all settle back down and go away. But really happy with this sweater. I'm going to make it longer than the one Beth makes, and same with the arms. But I do like her idea of the longer hems. So I think I'll continue that also. You can see here, she's got like a long hem on the sleeve and on the waist. So cuff, thank you. Cuff and hem. So yeah, that should be, and if I do finish it before, I might just cast down. I still wanted the Hamilton also. So that's up for grabs as well. So that's been fun. Great. I mean, I'm at the point now, it's just stacking it. And so, it's perfect for TV watching. My next whip, so excited about. Where is it? Pressed flowers shawl. I know, I did it. And I started it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Isn't it cute? Yes. So cute. I guess this will bring me into my acquisitions, but damn Gina on Skein Cocaine. See her? No. She showed her pressed flowers, and it's by Amy Christophers. And I had to have it. So
I almost bought it too. It's perfect.
So pretty. And so it's just, super wash. It is a 100% merino. Her colors are beautiful. This one's called Succulent, and this one is Iris. And it's so far so good. I like mosaic knitting. I know you just slip it and knit it twice, but it's fun. It's been fun. So I haven't done a shawl. I can't remember the last time I knit a shawl, but this one I've had my eye on for a while. So I was like, I'm doing it.
It's the colors. Those colors are just.
It was funny. I ordered it right before we went away on vacation, and I was hoping it would show up, in time for me to leave, but it didn't. And I'm so glad it didn't, because it made me sit and knit the sweater and the dishcloths. Otherwise I would have been like, gift for her. I'll give her a gift card somewhere, So I was glad to come home and find it in my mailbox. I'm like, oh, good. Okay. Nice. Now I can start it. So
yeah, I want to knit that, but as I told you guys, I want to turn it into like a scarf, like a long, fairly wide rectangle. Just because I think
something I might just keep on the edge of my sofa, or like
admire it because it's so beautiful.
Yeah, totally. Like, where am I going? To the village market with a shawl on? So maybe, I would, but I want to look at it. Yeah. Might just
it's beautiful.
Yeah,
she's a talented designer.
I go to the village market with a shawl on.
There you go.
Poncho.
Oh, well, it wasn't a diss. It was just, that's not what I usually wear to the village market.
Wear my workout clothes too.
Yeah, that is more like what I wear, or one of my palette cleanser hats.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
Anyway, I can't wait to get back to knitting this evening. On either one will be good.
Oh, I love that.
Excellent. So I will start with my Knitting Posse Knit Along, The Creeping Fig by Beth Macdonald Stone. I too have casted mine on. I am using Double Sunday by Petite Knits. It's Sandnes Garn yarn in the colorway 5581.
That's my favorite.
It looks black.
I stole that from Kevin and Ray. That cracks me up when they do that. Like, oh, that one. Ooh.
It looks black, but it's like a dark navy blue.
It's a midnight.
Love
it's
that.
What?
Like a midnight.
Yeah. So I cast it on for the smallest size, and the I did try it on, like, because I'm doing magic loop, so I tried it on, and I just felt like the neckline was too tight for me. I don't like anything like around my neck. It like makes me so
Tell us how you really feel.
Like Laura, when you wear your turtlenecks all winter, like I am like this, like
It has to be soft if it's around my neck, but I love to be all cozy in the winter.
no, thank you. So anyway, I frogged the first attempt, and I have now cast it on again with the size for the size 2, and I think that's going to be much better. So I'm not very far. I'm not nearly as far as Kim. I've done a couple of the.
So you've made your swatch, you're saying?
No, well, yeah, I could probably measure my swatch right there. I could probably measure my gauge right there.
Yeah.
But I've done the short rows, so you can see there's some short rows in there. And I will just, in order to accommodate or get me back to the size 1, I just won't do a few of the increases at the very beginning. So that's the plan anyway. Hopefully it will go according to plan. We'll see. My second whip is actually very close to an FO. It would be an FO, except I teach knitting for the continuing ed in our town. And this is my second Felix Cardigan. It's by Amy Christophers, who did the pressed flowers that Kim just was speaking about. And I finished everything except for picking up the button bands and the neck bands. So the entire sweater is basically done, but some of my students are knitting this as well, and they always say they have a hard time picking up stitches. So we're going to do that in September when class starts again. So that is why it's just sitting here in my pile and waiting for the button bands. My third whip, and this is so not like me to have so many on the needles, but we went to a Yankee game the other night, and the only thing I had on my needles was a creeping fig, and I still I was in the process of yeah, it's going to be too tight, and I needed something that was just stockinette. People, read your patterns before you take them to a Yankee game to cast on. I cast it on the Musselburgh. It's a hat.
It's sold to Teague, right?
It's what?
It's sold to Teague, right?
Yes.
I love her stuff.
But the cast on is you start at the top and you knit it down. And so it's like a pinhole cast on, and it's on size 2 needles. So again, read your patterns before you take them to a Yankee game. However, as I stated in my Instagram post, the lighting at a night game at the Yankees is fabulous, way better than anything in my living room. So I could see very well what I was doing, and I think it came out okay.
I love the top.
Yeah, I love the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, look, it's
Got a yarmulke.
Yeah, so the yarn, and I had the thing. What did I do with it? It's Gauge Dye Works. I'm not sure where it went. It's her sock yarn, and the colorway is called Whisky in a Teacup.
Ooh, I love that.
So it's like self-striping.
It's really cute.
Looks like that. So for this hat, you just knit down until a certain length, and then you do the same thing at the other end, and it's like a double. So it's like a double layer hat. So I think it would be cozy for a walk-in spike this winter. And
no ribbing in the middle?
No.
Just
actually, I'm saying no ribbing in the middle. Again, I haven't read that far in the pattern. I don't think so.
That's cool. What a great idea.
Isn't it cool? Yeah, no, there's no ribbing. Because you can turn it up also. So yeah. So that and we're going on vacation, finally, our summer vacation, on Thursday. And so I wanted something that was just round and round and round and round. Hopefully I can get to that point in my creeping fig by then as well, because I'm going to bring that with me also. So yeah, so those are my whips. Okay, acquisitions, Lorian.
Okay, I've showed a few along the way, but I do want to also share a couple of other things. So, where is this? Another Mandi's Makings.
Okay.
This is called Eye Catcher, and this is a share pair. This was a special thing that she did called Share a Pair Connect. And for her, this was all about building community. So I didn't know who got the other half of these. Her whole idea behind a share a pair is you buy, when you buy, you get 2 sets of this and you give 1 set to somebody else. This time she actually paired people up and then gave you contact information. So my partner is Kelly from Louisiana, who has 3 kids age elementary to high school, who is an avid knitter, but in Louisiana mostly knits socks. It also came with this nice Connect stitch.
Oh, that's cute.
Progress caper. And yeah, and that was from the Crazy Sock Lady, who's Kay, who I've been following mostly since this summer. A lot of people are, so you can do a ton of different things with these. A lot of people are actually holding them together and marling them and knitting like DK weight
Like a
socks.
DK, yeah.
So there's that. Okay, I fell in love with this bag watching the Cozy Up Knit girls. So thank you for enabling me to order a bag from Canada. Although I will say the exchange rate is really pretty in your favor if you're from the US. This is by Poppy Cod. It is huge. It is definitely a sweater bag. It has inside pockets. You can fold it down. It has a drawstring. It has the 2 straps. This is Angie from Poppy Cod. She sent it to me. She also sent me a personal discount code for a follow-up purchase, which I thought was lovely. She included a little teeny owl. Progress keeper, which has one of these nice clasps, not a lobster claw, kind of like an earring.
Like an earring, yeah.
A type I don't see so often, but I think I was listening to Nitty Natty talk about, that's her preferred kind. So, and the pockets inside are divided. So they have like mini pockets inside of them, which I find useful.
It's beautiful.
Okay. Thank you. I won some yarn. So Shannon from Whisky and Wool, who I've talked about before, I learned so much every time I watch her podcast. She's a designer. She's been a knitwear designer. She teaches at a university level. She spins also, and she knits pretty voraciously. She's out of New Jersey, northern New Jersey, and she was giving away some of her leftover Handspun. So she spun all of this and she did a giveaway on her YouTube channel, and she did 2. There were 2 bundles, and I don't know what this will become, but I'm just staring at it and enjoying it, and because I will never be a spinner. She also sent one of her, she has little patches. So she sent a patch and a sweet note. So that was cool also. Like Kim and Kate, I'm also knitting the Creeping Fig, and I don't think I showed you. The yarn I'm using is not black, but it is the Double Sunday. Like, hey, where is that? Right there, Double Sunday, which is the Sandnes Garn Petite Knit, I don't know, partnership. And this is the colorway Whipped Cream. It's really blowing out on here. It is. It's just an off-white. It's not a bright white.
Yeah.
So, but I did my swatch this morning and I have perfect gauge. So I'm excited to cast that one on. I'm going to try and wait to cast on with at our cast on party, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. Okay, I've showed everything except this, which I believe was in the works for quite some time, and it is not yarn and not knitting. We have a really lovely friend of the Posse podcast who Kate was in on this. So I did not know what this was or was about, but we have a lovely friend named Joanna who, I'm not going to read the letter because I feel like it's a little too personal, but she wrote me a beautiful letter and she had this produced. This is my dog. His name is Cooper. It is art. And so I just wanted to give a little credit, not just to Johanna, but to Tay Doesart, Doesart. And it's Taylor is the person's name. And this reminded her a bit of the note cards that I showed a few months ago on a podcast. And she was inspired, and she had this produced, and she somehow got a picture of Cooper from Kate.
Well, it was also, Lauren, it was when you were having all your health issues. And so she wanted to
which was a long time ago. I was 4 months ago.
It seems,
yes,
but she wanted to do something nice. So
happening. So
yeah,
her letter was just really, really moving. I received it on a day when I needed some positive feedback. And it's mostly just about kindness and generosity in the maker and knitting community. So thank you, Joe, because I'm really, really touched to receive this gift from you. It was totally unexpected. So
that's so sweet.
That is very kind.
Really cute.
Yeah.
I thought Cooper would have yarn in his mouth in that photo.
No, it's in his stomach.
And I think he's not as interested right now. I don't leave anything even remotely within.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't like having to go to the vet and throw it up.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe
Okay. Laura, acquisitions.
Okay, I have 2 acquisitions.
Okay.
I am knitting the Hamilton pullover. It's hard to see all the details there, but it's a twisted rib, just beautiful, like turtleneck. She does it with bell sleeves. I think I'm gonna just do straighter sleeves. I might show this. I can't remember.
Sorry, Laura, just for those that don't know, that is Beth Macdonald Stone for our knit along.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. This is for our knit along. And back when we first started talking about this, I think it was when she was looking for test knitters for this specific sweater. And I didn't have time to knit it, but I loved it. And I was like, I'm definitely going to knit it at some point. And then we were talking about a knit along. So I have swatched.
Ooh, wow.
My yarn. It's the Sandnes Garn Cause.
Sure.
KRS.
Yeah.
And who did you mention before? Sassy Karen? Is that what it's called? Is that?
Yeah.
She's knitting the Hamilton in this as well. So I don't know if you know where she lives. It would be so fun to try.
Montana.
Oh shoot, that's a little far to go for a photo. But
but
I swatched.
Coming east. She's working on coming east.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll both have a picture with our beautiful Hamiltons. And I have to say, this is like a blown in kind of chain construction, but it's really, it's soft, but it's definitely got some structure to it, which I think for a sweater is important. Like this is really kind of holding up to, so I'm very excited, and I am going to wait. I might cheat a little bit, but it's not that far anymore. Wait till September 1st to cast on. And then my second cast on, and I'm so impulsive and ridiculous sometimes, I know. Brooklyn Tweed came out with a new yarn called Tones.
Oh yeah.
Where they dye the same colors on white yarn or dark yarn. And they did and this is so silly, it's called a first Raglan Sweater.
Oh, I can't believe you're knitting that. I love that.
I love it. And of course, it's far from my first Raglan sweater, but I loved the sleeve details. I loved, it's hard to see here, but the Raglan is like a really wide, so pretty. And I just thought this yarn, and this is called Wallflower. It's really hard to, it's a little brighter in person. And on Ravelry, one of the photos is this sweater in this color. And I saw it and I was like, I want that. So
I saw that went right into my queue, that ham sweater. But
and
what do you think if I do daylight with it?
It would be perfect.
Right?
It would be perfect. And well, this is a free pattern with purchase of yarn. So,
okay.
But it's, you know, it's just, I don't know, it just was like so, I loved the sleeves. I loved everything about it. And it's so simple, but that's what I wear. So I'm excited about that. But the other thing, and I think I talked about it before, was the Letho Wee, which I'm dying to have, but I just can't face it until it cools down. I just can't face it, because that's like you start from a cuff and then go here. Like it's going to be huge on my lap at some point. And
it's the Raglan.
I love that.
Can you find the one in the pink or no?
Yep.
It'll be cool in, real soon.
Totally.
I just love this yarn. It's I'll probably swatch it and have my swatch to pet, but I have to knit Hamilton first, and then I'm gonna knit this, and then probably the Letho, if I don't change my mind.
I'm guessing this isn't the one, but because it has strawberries on it.
Oh, but that's the same color. She put strawberries on. There was one on the front page of the pattern, but yeah, it's just a really, really basic, but Brooklyn Tweed, they do these patterns and they're just, there's an attachment with, if you want to change the sleeves or change, they give you modifications and spell them out, and obviously they're designed for, I saw that and I was like, I need that sweater. It's not that bright though, which is unfortunate. I was hoping it was that bright. I love that pink, but it's really beautiful. And I'm looking forward to that'll be an easy knit, obviously, but I think it'll be a great sweater.
I love that sweater too.
Yeah, it's really cute.
So,
there's the shape.
Yes, I love the sleeves. I love the boxy. I love the raglan was wide, and
I think the sleeves make it look a little dressier.
Yes,
exactly, and maybe a little feminine, which sometimes when I wear just a plain raglan sweater, I could put on J's. It'd be
exactly.
It gives you a little more shape. So.
Yeah, and they're obviously like 3/4 or. Sleeves or just below definitely below the elbow, and I'll
probably still have to make it longer or they'll be like cap on me, so
buy an extra skein of yarn.
Exactly.
I fell in love with it. It's such a simple pattern, but I just thought the details were perfect. So that's me for acquisitions.
Okay,
nice.
Acquisitions.
So I have my skein cocaine. That was the big one this month. But I have a friend who lives up in Duxbury, Massachusetts, and she ordered Plötulopi. It's the unspun, and from Iceland she ordered it. And for some reason, 45 cakes of yarn showed up at her house. And she called. She's like, I could send it back. Like, it's just keep it, So she gifted me 3 of these. Gigantic. She said, I think
colors.
I know.
Oh my
God.
God.
It's unspun.
Wow.
And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but she's like, I picked out your colors. These are good for you. Right?
Amazing. Yeah.
Can I be her friend too?
I know.
Yeah, and she's got plenty left. Like she keeps
so it came in all different colors?
All different colors and like multiple, like she's like, I don't know what happened, but clearly there was a mistake.
Somebody got a different back package and they were like, what's this?
Yeah, exactly. And I think she only ordered a couple, but she's like, by the time she looked into shipping and they looked into shipping, they're like, just keep it. It was cheaper than sending it back to Iceland. Yeah. So I was the lucky recipient of this. So I'm not sure what it's gonna be. She's made she's almost getting sick of it because she's like, I feel like I have to use it all. And she's made like sweaters and hats and vests and I'm not sure. But the other thing she did is really interesting. Oh, I wonder if I have a picture of it. The minute she gets yarn, Laura, you're gonna love this. She takes it home and she swatches it. And she makes one swatch, and it's pretty big. It's about that big usually, and uses 3 different needle sizes on it. Separates it with a purl stitch in between, blocks it, then just puts a little tag on it, like something like this, and writes down what she did and stores it away. So when she's ready for the next project, she knows. Genius.
Yeah.
I
actually, we talk about palette cleansers. I actually find it fun to do something like this. You have to be in the mood, but
But a dishcloth.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. It's just a dishcloth, but I'm not giving it as a gift. And to go into knitting a sweater with the confidence, like for instance, I got perfect stitch gauge, but my row gauge is off. So
what'd you do?
What?
So what'd you do?
I'm gonna knit this size because the width I think is far more important, and I can adjust the length. Okay. I always order an extra skein, so I definitely have more. But I don't know. I like swatching. I know that
I
makes me.
think that's a really good question though for everybody watching is tell us what you use as a palette cleanser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly there's a lot of variety
cute.
among
Oh,
us.
yeah. Cute.
Yeah. And little tag like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smart.
That is
It's
smart.
really smart. I thought I'm not going to do it, but I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah. Tell us also if you swatch and if you think that Kim's friend's idea is a great idea or not so much. Or a great idea for someone else.
It's good for her.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
tell us what you like as a palette cleanser. Sometimes just changing to like a different weight of yarn is a palette cleanser.
Yeah.
Right.
Or changing the type of project you're doing.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Like the shawl is fun. Like I'm excited to do another shawl. I've done so sweater,
Yeah.
which is great. But yeah, something different shape.
Well, because when I was doing the Raglan, that's when I started the second Felix, because the Raglan was lace held double and the Felix is like a big, thick
Chunky,
yarn. And so it just was different and easier to do that, especially at night when it got dark. I couldn't do the black. So that was kind of that. So anyway,
taken the Yankees game.
The what?
You could have taken your Raglan to the Yankees game.
True. Had I known now you love the Yankees, Laura. You should go.
I'm a huge Yankees fan.
I know you should go next year and
they're on a tear right now. They're winning.
Make your own black Raglan at all the home games.
I wouldn't want anybody to spill soda on it or get sticky on the seats there.
Oh, no. You have to go sit in the good seats.
Oh, fine, Kim.
In the what do you mean
at Fenway Park, Boston?
Oh yeah, no. If I went, then somebody would pour soda over me because I have a cap on.
Yeah, the Sox have not been having a great time lately.
I know.
Anyway, back to my acquisitions.
Oh, sorry, Kate.
So the first thing, actually, we all got them.
Oh yeah.
Was we got them so long ago. It was close to the last podcast. The knitting Barber cords. So Dinah was kind enough to gift these to us. And they are so cool. So it comes with one long, like 60-inch cord.
I'm so sorry, I forgot mine. It was such a sweet idea.
Two, I don't even know how long they are. 2 of this length cord. So you could put like your sleeves on this, and then you could put this on to like try on your sweater or to hold a lot of stitches. And I've used them already.
You make a huge knot, like it looks like you're.
Yeah, it's not a knot. It's all good. So I've used them twice, and actually they're really convenient. I like it much better than scrap yarn.
I believe you used mine once.
Yeah.
And I did use yours once. That's right. I cast it on something and I needed it. We were going into the city and I needed it. I had Laura's with me and I needed them and I didn't have mine with me. So I borrowed Laura's.
I need a lesson because mine have been a failure.
Uh-oh.
Not putting it on, but taking them off.
Okay.
The interchangeable needle tip keeps coming out of the end of it.
Oh.
Constantly.
What size needle are you using? Do you know?
4 or 5.
Oh. I haven't had that problem yet, but as I said, I've only used them like 2 times, so I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, putting it on is great.
Okay.
Taking it off, I've been a failure.
As I've watched videos of it, it looks so easy. It looks like they just slide right on,
right. And as I slide them on, I slide the tip right off the cord. The cord.
What kind of interchangeable needle is that?
There's only one kind for me.
I know.
Yeah. It's very strange. So I mean, I haven't given up, but.
And then my only other acquisition is this. It's Jameson and Smith. It is a 2-ply jumper weight yarn, and it's the colorway 1280 mix.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, it's like greens and like a really light purple, light blue. But I bought this to use for a test knit that I'm going to do for Making Stories magazine. Again, another one. And again, I only test like the little things. I don't offer to test knit sweaters and things because one, I get distracted, and two, you know, I want it to be something that I'm going to love. And so anyway, that's those are my acquisitions. And then I have that in my Fitzhugh bag, which I love so much. I love it so much. I know they kind of match, actually.
Yeah, they do.
Colors, right? She nailed it.
I know. So sweet.
So I think that's it. Does anybody else have anything? Okay, so the next time we will see you all will be September 1st at 5 o'clock. Again, we will post the Zoom link on our Ravelry page as well as on our Instagram. So join us if you can. We'd love to see as many of you as possible, and get that yarn, get those patterns if you haven't already. And it should be fun.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what everybody's going to knit.
I know. Me too. I'm excited.
And I also love to see yarn choices, you know, because
yeah.
to me that's fascinating. Everybody's
definitely. So
did we talk about the fact that we all went in and, I mean, unfortunately, Lorianne was on vacation, but we met with Beth Macdonald Stone and Dinah and Pam, and it was so fun. I'm so psyched to be doing this with all of them.
Yeah.
Really.
We went in and had lunch with them in the city. Beth happened to be in the city this past month for work. Because in her other life, she's an interior designer in Bermuda. So she was there doing some work for that. Yeah.
Makes sense now that she started designing sweaters, because I obviously different skill set, but she clearly, you know,
has an eye.
Yeah, exactly. And an artistic bent. Yeah.
So
it was fun. We missed you, Lorianne. And
it
was a fun visit.
It was.
Next time.
All right, ladies.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.